All supposed to make sentences, right? Okay, so who wants to go first? Okay, Uma Mataji, go for it.
Tat raktam swadupalam. That is a red apple.
Very good. Excellent. Tat raktam swadu palam. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll start writing these out and I'll share my screen so that way everyone can see. What I want you to do is what I would like you all to do is select your worst sentence. Okay, not your best, your worst sentence, the one that you're least confident about. And tell that to me first, okay? So tat raktam swadu phalam is what? Who wants to translate that? Tat is what? That or this?
That.
That, okay. That is raktam,
Red.
apple.
Red.
Okay, that's a red apple. Okay, excellent. Who wants to go next? Yes, Prabhuji.
Etat swarnam harmyam.
Swarnam.
Harmyam.
Harmyam ityukte kim? Harmyam. Harmyam, what does harmyam mean?
Palace.
Oh. I didn't know that. Okay. Let's check that out.
I think it's Harmia with a neuter, so I just made it Harmia.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Harmyam. Okay, I didn't know that. I know prasada. So, okay. Harmyam, new word. Yeah, harmyam. Okay, that's a right one. Etat swarnam harmyam. Okay. What would that translate as?
This is a golden palace.
Old palace. Very nice. Who wants to go next? Yes, Sujata Mataji.
I've tried to use an adjective and a color here, so I'm just not confident. The sun is bright orange. That's the sentence.
Okay.
Suryaha ujwalaha narangaha asti.
बहु समीचीनं. सूर्यः उज्ज्वालः नारङ्गः अस्ति. Brilliant.
Thank you, Mataji. Now Prabhuji will go for his sentence.
Okay. Okay. Is everyone else getting these? Are there any questions here? Any comments? Any questions where you don't understand something? Make sure you put up your hand and ask, okay, please. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Sa Arita Duravani Bhavata Va Mama Va.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, now Prabhuji, I want you to say the same sentence, but now with intonation.
Intonation.
Intonation means with the right, mama va. So yeah. As a question, so it's not a sentence, it's a question.
Okay. Sa Arita Duravani Bhavata Va Mama Va.
So Sa Harita Duravani Bhavatah Va Mama Va.
Okay. Bhavatah Va Mama Va.
Ah. That's
So-
how we say it even in Tamil, isn't it?
That's right.
அது உன்னோடதா என்னோடதா?
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Is that green phone yours or mine?
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Is everyone okay with this? Okay. Who wants to go next? Shweta Mataji?
I have not done the homework, but I'll give it a try. So, etat patala pushpa. Etat patala, that's pushpa. Is that?
So, sorry. Etat patala
Pushpa.
pushpa.
Pushpam.
Okay.
So that is for that pink flower.
So how will you say that?
So
What is the translation?
this is a pink flower.
Very good. This is a pink flower.
It just is impromptu because I wrote the colors in translation, but did not make a sentence. Did not. The last week was, but we are doing well now. So yeah.
Yeah, excellent. There is one small problem here. Can you identify it, Shweta Mataji?
Is that with the word patala?
Very good. What is the problem?
The gender or something, the neuter.
Yes, very good. So what should it be?
Patala. Oh. Is that
Brilliant job. Yes. Etat patalam pushpam.
Pushpa.
This
Sorry.
is a pink flower. Very good, very good. Excellent job. Excellent. Who wants to go next?
Krishna cannot because he wasn't well last week. Now he's got his exams, so milestone. So he's a bit busy. So
no problem, no problem. You take your time, Krishna, and then whenever you are ready, you can jump back in. Because I know you're smart. You'll pick it all up.
He's got maths tomorrow, so he's got maths laptop here. He's working and as well as doing the class.
See, very smart indeed.
Yes, no, that is Sanskrit. That's the love. Actually, I'm so grateful to you for you're like a divine boon to us for having come here and teaching us this our own language. So connecting us to our own land, our language, yes, and to God. Thank you.
Just bless me that I can continue.
Of course. Blessed you are and keep blessing us.
Vidushi, you haven't gone. Your turn.
Okay, sure, Mataji. Sa pingala kapatika. We made simple sentences, Mataji. Pingala kapatika.
Ahu samichinam. Sa pingala kapatika.
Or I can make that sa bhavatyaha pingala kapatika for a little bit more spice in there.
Bhavatyaha pingala kapatika. You can spice it up even more by adding a va.
Sa bhavatyaha pingala kapatika va.
And what do you say? Suppose you want to say yes. Or better still, say no.
Na esha pingala kapatik mama sorry na esha mama pingala kapatika na.
Samichinam. Na? So Esha or Sa, assuming that you're even if whether you're close to it or far, depends on where you are.
So yeah, then we'll stick with the na sa mama pingala kapatika na. Keeping line with the
kapatika. Pingala kapatika.
Yeah. Keeping it.
Excellent, excellent. So is everyone very clear about this? Yeah. So we are all clear about how the masculine, feminine, and neuter words work. And we are very clear about how that and this works with masculine, feminine, and neuter words. And we are also very clear about how we're also very clear about how the what do we call it? Oh, sorry about that. We're also very clear about how the colors, so adjectives work, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, excellent. So suppose I want to say, I have some words here which I've put up. I'll just take them on the other side so that you can see. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. Okay. Okay. I want you to translate all this on the fly, okay? This green house. Put up your hand. Yes, Shweta Mataji.
Etat haritam griham.
Brilliant job. Excellent. Okay. This is, we're telling a boy, this is your pink flower. Yes, Sujata Mataji. You're muted, huh?
So telling a male, right? Yeshaha bhavatyaha Achala pushpam.
Now this I must write. Because Mataji, you have again gotten completely confused. Remember last time? Okay, we want to say this is your pink flower and we are telling this to a boy, right? Okay. Now come again. Eshaha.
So the flower is pushpam, Mataji.
Very good.
And then for this, because pushpam is neuter, we will say etat.
Very good. Eta.
Etat. And we are telling a male. So bhavataha.
Very good.
For pink, it's patalaha. So patalam, sorry, Mataji, patalam.
Very good. Patalam.
I have to write Mataji, otherwise I'm not able to say it like without figuring it out.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
So etat bhavataha patalam pushpam.
Brilliant job. Absolutely fine. Okay. Now, try telling me this. That sun is yellow.
Pita. Pita. Pita.
That sun is Suryaha.
That Surya, that means like.
Yes, Shweta Mataji.
Would we, because can we say Eshaha?
No.
That.
Or
That is.
Sorry, Saha. Suryaha, Pila, Pilaha, how would it, because Surya is a
Suryaha, Pita.
Pitaha.
Saha, Suryaha.
Pitaha.
Bahu samichinam. Saha, Suryaha, Pitaha. Very good. Yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna Mother, sorry to disturb. So can we? I thought the sentence is like Saha Pitaha Suryaha.
Yeah, that is also correct.
Okay. So we can even use the Pitaha in front of Suryaha, right?
Yes, yes. And we can use it behind also. So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't change the meaning. Okay. My dog is orange. Yes, Vidushi.
Mama शुनकः नारङ्गः अस्ति.
बहु समीचीनं. मम शुनकः नारङ्गः अस्ति अथवा मम शुनकः पीतरक्तः अस्ति. अस्तु. कृष्णः, translate this for me. कृष्णः कृष्णः वा नीलः वा?
Is Krishna black or blue?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Well done. कृष्णः कृष्णः वा नीलः वा?
Sorry, I did not raise the hand. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Well done. Is Krishna black or blue? Gaurah Swarnah. Come on.
Yep.
Yes, go for it, Mataji.
So Gaura, would we? I can't seem to figure, but is that Gauri or
Gaura.
Gai Mata? That is that the word?
No, no, no. Gaurah. Who wants to go? Go, Vidushi. Or Prabhu, you want to go? Okay, Vidushi.
Gauranga Mahaprabhu is golden.
Yes.
Or golden Gauranga Mahaprabhu, either way.
Or gold is gold.
Gold is gold. Oh, yeah.
Because Gaura, what does Gaura mean? Golden. No, Gaura is gold. Gold is gold. Gauraha Swarnaha.
Oh, sorry, Majima.
No,
I
no,
thought it Friday and
you're
went to
perfectly
Gauranga.
right. You're perfectly right. Gaura is gold. So the word Gaura is now, Shweta Mataji, you had Gauri, right? Now the word Gauri also means golden form, one who is golden in color. So the word Gaura basically means golden, which is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name is Gauranga. Gauranga. So Gauraha Swarnaha. Okay. So we're quite clear. Puneet's joined us. Let's give him one sentence, okay? Put him on the spot. Mama Bhagini Patala.
Patala. My wife is pink.
Bhagini is sister.
Sister. My sister is pink. I was a complete guess.
My sister is pink. Not getting you married off yet. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Just a small question. So when in previous one sentence, like this is a pink dog or something, we use the word asti for his, right? What is the word asti mean?
Asti basically is, you know how in Hindi we go hai? Do you know Hindi, Prabhuji?
Not proper Hindi, Mataji.
Okay, but you know this, like, right? Suppose I say, wo kutta hai. Yeah? He is that is a dog, or he is a dog, right? Hai is, it's a way of saying is. The same way it's asti. However, in Sanskrit, since my screen is all shared, when we say etat, etat means this is. Okay. Sa means she is or that is.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's included in those.
Yes. Then when we say kapatika, we mean cupboard is. Okay. When we say pingala, pink is or is pink. So the is kind of fits wherever it's supposed to fit.
So then in which case should we use asti?
Right. Now that, here if we say Suryaha Ujwalaha Narangaha, even if we don't use the asti, we are perfectly fine. Okay. Now where it will be used. Now if we use asti also, it's not wrong. So we can always say, Etat patalam pushpam asti. Not a problem. You leave it out, also not a problem. Okay. Because the is already present in all these words. Now, these words, this form of words is actually technically, in technical Sanskrit, it's called Prathama Vibhakti. What is it called? It's called Prathama Vibhakti. Or in English, it's called first case. Or nominative case. This is where the words are all subjects. Subjects. Subjects means what? They are all the doers. Okay. They are all the subject of a sentence, or they are the doer. Ramaha asti. Meaning what? Rama exists. Rama is. Okay. So what is Rama doing? He's just existing. Right? So Rama is the doer in the sentence. So all these words which end, masculine end in aha, feminine end in a or e, and neuter ends in are all called Prathama Vibhakti. Okay?
Okay.
All of them, in all of them, the is embedded. Okay.
So when we say like etat patalam pushpam, so like etat also is this is. Patalam also says is pink. Then how will the English translation be? Like this is pink.
Then we leave out all the ises. We just use one. This is a pink flower. Yes, Sujata Mataji, you have a question?
I just want to check one of my sentences, Mataji, if you don't mind.
Sure.
If I'm saying your eye is black to a female, I have written Bhavatyaha Netram Krishnam Asti, or I can leave it as Bhavatyaha Netram Krishnam.
Yes, both are correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
No problem at all. Okay. So today now we learn something very nice, very new. Okay. So we are going to learn how to say here, there, everywhere. Okay. So how do we say that? So we today are going to learn how to answer the question where. Where means Kutra. Would you all like to repeat after me? Kutra.
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 Okay. Now this word ends in tra. all the words that answer this kutra will end in tra. Okay, so where, here, there, everywhere, nowhere, elsewhere. So wherever all these kinds of words come, it'll all end in tra. If I want to say in the house, outside the house, there, in the school, at work, that is a totally different story because we are bringing in something else, right? But when we're just saying here, there, everywhere, it'll all end in tra. Okay. Okay. So let's look at some answers. So what is the question?
Kutra.
Kutra. Very good. The question is kutra, where? The answer could be here. Atra. Use your hand.
Atra.
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 Tatra.
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 Anyatra.
Anyatra.
Anyatra means somewhere else. I don't know where. Okay. Somewhere else. Anyatra.
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 Sarvatra.
Sarvatra.
Sarvatra
Sarvatra.
means everywhere. Sarvatra. Ekatra.
Ekatra.
Ekatra means all together.
Ekatra.
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 Ekatra. Then remember yatra. Now you remember the word yaha, ya, yat. What do they signify? What kind of words are they?
Wherever, whoever.
Yes, whoever, whatever. Now this is wherever, yatra. So where, so again, it's kind of indefinite. We don't know the wherever, whoever, whatever. Huh? So wherever, yatra. Starts with ya, ends in tra. Yatra. Then there is somewhere. When you say, I don't know, somewhere, kutrapi. What is the word? Kutrapi or kutrachit.
Kutrachit.
Kutrachit. Kutrachit.
Kutrapi, kutrachit. Kutrapi, api means, or in Hindi we say bhi. Kutrapi, kidhar to bhi. So that's how it. Now these words, they never change. So they are called avyaya. Avyaya. So there is no atraha or atra, atram, atre, nothing like that happens to these words. They remain atra, tatra, anyatra, ekatra, sarvatra as they are. So they are called avyaya. What are these words called? Avyaya or indeclinables. Okay. And now comes the interesting part. When we ask a question, Bhavataha shunakaha kutra asti? What is the question? Bhavataha shunakaha. Where is your dog? Very good. And we're asking male or female?
Male.
Male. Excellent. Now the question also has the asti at the end. Bhavataha shunakaha kutra asti? Mama shunakaha kutrapi asti? He's somewhere. So the asti, these words which answer kutra, asti will come behind them. And if I say bhavatyaha panchalika tatra asti va, so asti va, na mama panchalika atra nasti, na asti becomes nasti. So asti, nasti. Okay. Now, I'll just share my screen and we'll go through this quickly. And then we'll do a very interesting exercise. So the notes have this in the beginning. Like I told you last time, there are 7 interrogative words, 7 main interrogative words in Sanskrit. They are called Sapta Kakaraha. Kara. Kara means sound. Okay, they all come with the k sound. They all begin with the k sound. The first one was kim. Also includes kaha and ka. Okay, so kim means what or who. The next one that we are doing today is kutra. Then there are others. Kada, where, when, kutaha, from where, katham, how, kimartham, why, kati, how much. Okay. In Hindi also, it's quite the same. Like kim, kaun, kutra, kahan, kada, kab, kutah, kahan se, katham, kaise, किमर्थम क्यों kati kitna. So in Hindi also it's the same kakara. So don't worry about learning them because we'll be coming to them one by one soon. Okay. So like we said, kutra means where. The answers also all end in tra, unless you're talking about a specific place like school, college, so on and so forth. Atra. So repeat after me again. Atra, here. Tatra, there.
Tatra, there.
Anyatra, somewhere else.
Anyatra, somewhere else.
Ekatra, together.
Ekatra, together.
Sarvatra, everywhere.
Sarvatra, everywhere.
Yatra, wherever.
Yatra, wherever.
Kutrapi
Kutrapi.
or kutrachit,
Kutrachit.
somewhere.
Somewhere.
So all these words are indeclinables, avyay, they never change. And they're usually followed by asti or nasti. Mama janani atra nasti. Bhavatyah syutah kutra asti. Yes, Prabhuji, you have a question?
Yes, Mataji. So, Anyatra also we discuss it somewhere else, and Kutrapi also is somewhere. So the somewhere is that is somewhere else, and this is somewhere where the identity is not known.
Yes. So when I say some, actually the word somewhere else is probably not right. Elsewhere is a better word. It is elsewhere. Where எங்கேயோ இருக்கு.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Whereas when I say kutrapi, எங்கேயோ இருக்கு.
Identity not known.
Identity like not known.
Okay. But elsewhere is where we use, we know the identity, but it is not here.
Correct. It's not here. I know for certain it's not here. But when I say it's somewhere, it could be here, there, anywhere. I really don't know.
Okay. Understood. Yeah.
Mataji,
yes, Mataji.
You said for wherever, no, sorry, for somewhere, kutrapi and kutrachit. So where do we use this to? I mean, you showed a sentence where we could use the kutrapi, but where should we use kutrachit? Or we could use either or.
Either of them. Okay. Either of them. Okay, now I had actually put this in the homework, but I thought we should do it here. The last verse of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, the very last verse. So let's go through that. I'll open it up. The question is to read that verse and identify the words that answer kutra. Also identify the various genders in that verse. So if we... Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So here's your verse. Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharah, Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Now, a lot of these words just don't seem familiar. But when you look at the synonyms where the words are broken up, you will see Yatra Yogeshwarah. Yoga Ishwarah. So Yogeshwarah. Krishno is actually Krishnaha. Yatra Partho is actually Partha. Dhanurdharaha. Tatra Shrir is actually Shrihi. Vijayo Vijayaha. Bhutir Bhutihi. Dhruva Nitir is Nitihi. Matir is Matihi. Mama. Okay. Now we're going to go back here. Which are the words that answer Kutra? Who can tell me?
Yatra.
Very good.
Tatra.
Very good. Remember, Yaha, Saha, Ya, Sa, Yatra, Tatra. Okay. Wherever, there. Whoever, he or she. Does that make sense? So, Yaha, Yaha bhashati saha shunakaha. The one who barks is a dog. We cannot just say whoever barks. Whoever barks what? What happens to them? So yaha, then there is always a saha. So same way yatra, wherever there is Krishna, wherever there is Arjuna. Yeah, so what? Wherever what? So wherever there. Wherever there is Krishna, there is. Okay, so yatra, tatra. Okay. Now, Yogeshwaraha. Is that masculine, feminine, or neuter?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Masculine. Krishnaha.
Masculine.
Masculine.
Partha.
Masculine.
Very good. Dhanurdharaha.
Masculine.
Very good. Shrihi.
No idea.
Feminine.
It's actually feminine. Okay. It's actually one of those few words that end in E, which also have I behind it. Okay. So Shrihi, Lakshmihi. These are a few words. Yeah? There are a few words like that where the I comes behind. Okay. So Shrihi. Vijayaha.
Masculine.
Masculine. Bhutihi.
Feminine.
Feminine. Now here is a feminine word which is not a long E but a short E.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
that also comes with the I. Bhutihi. Another word like that is Nitihi, right here. Matihi. What is that? Feminine. Okay. Bhutihi, Nitihi, Matihi. All feminine words. Okay.
Is it because it's just like that? Like someone just decided it to be like, or is there a specific reason why those ones are female?
Yeah, there are intensely complicated rules around that, which come in Paninian grammar. So there are various sutras that you've got to mug up and then try and figure that out. But even there, he doesn't really give reasons. There are, he classifies them.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, Dhruva. What does Dhruva?
Feminine.
Feminine.
Okay. Now the word Dhruva means certain. So this word is actually an adjective, which is why you have Dhruva Maharaj would be Dhruvaha. Dhruvaha. Okay. Dhruva would be Dhruvaha. Dhruva. Why Dhruva? Because it's talking about Niti. Dhruva Niti.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is certainly morality. There is definite morality. There is unchanging, unmoving morality. How is the Dhruva Tara, the pole star? It never moves. So the same way, the morality, there is no question of the morality changing according to time, place, and circumstances. So Krishna's morality is fixed. That's what this word Dhruva tells us. Okay, and this Dhruva then can be applied to Shri, Bhuti, okay, to Shri and Bhuti also. So Shri means opulence. That opulence also will never go away. If Krishna is in our life, opulence will never go away. It'll always stay. It's Dhruva. Bhuti, power, will never go away. It'll always stay. Niti, morality, will never go away. It'll always stay. It is certain. Matihi means opinion. Mama. Now, mama, what does mama mean? My opinion. So this is my opinion. Mama matihi. My opinion is. My opinion is wherever there is Yogeshwara Krishna, the master of all mysticism Krishna, wherever there is Arjuna, Partha, the son of Pritha, Dhanurdharaha. Dhanuhu means bow. Dharaha, one who holds, one who's holding the bow. So Dhanurdharaha. Tatra, there is Dhruva Shri, there is certainly opulence, Vijayaha, victory, Dhruva Bhutihi, definitely, certainly, exceptional power, Dhruva Nitihi, fixed morality, yeah, and fixed morality. Make sense? What a beautiful verse, isn't it? So poetic. Okay, so I actually have that down here. So when you're at home, you can read that up. I also have another one. We still have time, so we can do this as well. So read 1.4. Is the use of atra by Duryodhana correct? So why don't you do this? I'll turn on 1.4 here.
Sura.
So the verse is atra shura maheshvasa bhimarjuna sama yudhi yuyudhano viratascha drupadascha maharatha. Okay, and here are the word for word meanings. I'll give you a few minutes. Okay, and here is the translation as well. I'll put the translation up as well. Is that visible?
What are we doing? We're just
Okay.
saying masculine, feminine.
No. Here we are going to answer the question whether the use of the word atra by Duryodhana is a valid use. So you're analyzing this verse. Yeah, anyone? Yes, Vidushi, any ideas?
You want to say it? Okay, go say it.
Mataji, it is actually it is wrong because the warriors are on the other side of the battlefield, but he's quite anxious and is a bit worried about his position there.
So he's saying
So
that
yes, he wants to accident himself.
So he's
So he's saying here, here.
So for him, the army is now here. So he's
But
feeling.
actually, it is opposite.
Well done.
But, yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Mataji, but I thought he's mentioning about the Kaurava army.
Who is he talking about here?
Here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. So he's saying in his army there are people equal to
And
Bhima.
then who are he saying? Who is he saying is equal to fighting?
Yudhana, Virata and Drupada.
And where are Yudhana, Virata and Drupada standing?
Yeah, I thought he was saying about the...
So when you read this verse, he's saying here in this army, okay, now we don't know which army he's talking about. He's saying here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna, great fighters like Yudhana, Virata and Drupada. Now, Yudhana, Virata and Drupada, they were all in the Pandava army. So he is saying they are all equal to fighting like Bhima and Arjuna. Correct? But where is he? Okay, who is he? He is a Kaurava or a Pandava? Duryodhana? Kaurava. Okay. Where is he standing? Is he standing with the Pandavas or away from the Pandavas?
Away from the
Away
Pandavas.
from the Pandavas.
Away from the Pandavas. Now, for his own army, will he say Atra or will he say Tatra?
Atra.
Atra. For the opposite army, will he say Atra or will he say Tatra?
Tatra.
But what is he saying? Atra.
Okay.
Now, this actually shows us Duryodhana's mental state. When you have a problem which is completely occupying your mind, you do not see anything except the problem. It is right there in front of you. You can't focus on anything else. and it appears immensely huge. That is the problem here with Duryodhana. He is seeing the Pandava army, he's seeing it as so powerful that it's completely freaking him out, actually. And as we read further, it comes up in his other verses as well. Okay, so is this part clear? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we actually go on, the next two verses now, okay? The next verse is also very simple. He's saying, Drishtaketuhu chekitanaha kashirajah cha viryavan purujit kuntibojah cha shaibhyah cha narapungavaha. So there are also great heroic powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraja, Purujit, Kuntibhoja and Shaibhya. All these people are also in the Pandava army. Excellent. Now we come to the 6th verse. Here he says, sorry, not 6th. Yudhamanyuscha Vikranta Uttama. So he's again continuing, okay, listing more names which are in the Pandava army. When it comes to the 7th verse, here he's now talking about his own army. He says, Asmakam tu vishishtaye tan nibodha dvijottama. Asmakam means hamara, our. But our Vishishtha, Vishesh means special. Our especially powerful. Ye, yaha. Okay, yaha, ye, plural. Okay, yaha means whoever. So now, tan nibodha. Nibodha means understand about them. Dvija uttama. O topmost among Brahmanas. Now I want you to understand who our warriors are. But here, what is he saying? Tan nibodha. Understand them. And here this tan is like saha tan. Okay. So when it comes to his own army, they are very far away from him. He's unable to see them as being close. Whereas when it comes to the Pandava army, they are right there. So this actually gives us, so this from the language point of view, gives us an insight into Duryodhana's mental state. Does that make sense?
But Tan refers to them, right?
Yeah. Like far away.
Okay, so what can we use for the nearby then?
Etan.
Okay, how will Etan be translated?
These. We haven't come to Tan and Etan yet. I mean, that will come way into the future. But just to give you an understanding of how understanding the language can actually change, can actually help us understand the mental state of the people involved. And these are little nuances in language which only a native speaker picks up, right? Like, for instance, if someone comes and talks to you in Tamil, you can probably understand their mental state much better. Or if they come and talk to us in Hindi, we would understand their mental state much better than if they came and talked to us in English. Does that make sense? Yes, Sujata Mataji.
I just want to ask about Bhagavad Gita itself. So these are the verses that is as it is, right? It's not made up by someone to show Duryodhana's state of mind. It is like as he speaks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because these are being spoken. If you look at the very first verse, we have Dhritarashtra speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just show you. The very first verse is by Dhritarashtra. Ayo, why did 10? Dhritarashtra Vacha. Okay. And the very second verse onwards, it is Sanjaya Vacha.
Yeah.
And Sanjaya was the one who was given that divine power to see what was happening in the battlefield. And he was repeating exactly what was being said and what was happening over there. So he is not making up anything there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'll stop sharing my screen here. Does anybody have any questions? If any of you or your friends would like to join Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam classes, we run those on weekends. So Saturday evening is Bhagavatam class and Sunday evening is Bhagavad Gita from 7 to 8:30. So you're most welcome, or just let your friends know as well if anybody would like to join. Because what we try and do over there is analyze the verses and see if we can come up with any further interesting points based on the Sanskrit itself. And then we also look at the Sanskrit commentaries by the acharyas. So if that's of any interest to anybody. Okay. Excellent. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Bahu bahu dhanyawadaha.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
you,
How was your
Mataji.
exam?